to go, just waiting to be clean. But one small slip and off they went. Now Admiral Lump is steam. So Rayon is the captain now. Squeege, he learned to fly. Kidogo tries to fix things up, and Orb, she answers why. They're headed for that big blue ball to do the best they can. Exploring this new place called Earth. It's an amazing planet.
Amazing planet.
Approaching Egypt, Captain.
All righty. Squeege, bring us down over there.
Yes, sir, Captorino.
And nice and easy,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, nice, yeah.
Well done, Squeege.
Yeah, that was the best one ever.
Guys, do we seem to be moving?
Captain, according to my sensors, we still haven't landed on the Earth's surface.
But that's impossible.
Not if we landed on top of a pyramid.
A pyramid?
Yes, a pyramid.
Now, everybody hold still. Hold still. Nobody move. Everybody, keep perfectly still.
Oh, Captain, I think I have to sneeze.
No, don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Please don't sneeze. No, don't do it. We got lucky. Don't sneeze again, Squeege.
I won't. Gotta get a hanky, though, Captain.
No, no, no! Great. Kidogo, damage report.
Nothing serious, sir. Just a little bump on my head.
No, I mean the ship.
Looks like we've jarred our proton neutralizer. I'll have it fixed in a finkel, sir.
Orb, this pyramid thing looks kind of old.
That's right, Captain. It's over 4,500 Earth years old.
Wow, that's older than you, Captain.
Very funny, Squeege.
These are the 3 Great Pyramids of Giza.
Oh, Great Pyramids of Pisa? I love pizza.
The Great Pyramids of Giza, Squeege.
Oh.
What's so great about a bunch of big pointy rocks, anyway?
They're not just big pointy rocks. Each pyramid was built to store one dead person. Inside there are passages that lead to the burial chamber. You see, the pyramids are tombs.
Tombs?
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 Tombs.
Tombs for what?
Tombs for mummies.
Mummies?
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 Yes, mummies. Any dead body that's still covered with skin after many years is considered a mummy.
And they use that to make pizzas?
No.
Oh, come on, Squeege. Don't you know? They put it in a tomb.
Oh. Do all humanoids get placed in these tombs?
Well, lots of humanoids got mummified, but only a pharaoh got a pyramid for a tomb.
Very interesting. What's a pharaoh?
Yeah.
A pharaoh is an Egyptian king.
What's a king?
A person of great importance or power, kind of like Admiral Lump.
Oh, so you're saying a pharaoh or a king is kind of a big overstuffed dragon? Oh, Admiral Lump, our glorious mass of authority. You have impeccable timing. What's going on there? Nothing, sir. We're just studying dried-out beings of great importance and power. What? Mummies. We're checking out mummies. And how some were kept in pyramids.
Mummies? Pyramids? Get to the bottom of this! Slump out!
You know, Squeege, I think we ought to get to the bottom of this mummy thing.
Well, I don't. I mean, what's so good about old, dried-out humanoids anyway?
Plenty, Squeege. Just check out this old Earth newsreel.
Dateline, Egypt. Archaeologists uncover ancient Egyptian tombs. Burial place of mummies. The remains of centuries-old Egyptians. These mummies and ancient writings will provide clues about the great society of the ancient Egyptians. how they lived, how they died, and why the heck they were wrapped up like that.
Oh, what's all that stuff?
Oh, just some stuff that some ancient Egyptians had. You know, treasure.
Treasure?
Treasure?
Did I hear treasure? These mummies are becoming more intriguing by the moment. Why don't we beam up some of that treasure and investigate it?
Okay, preparing to beam up treasure.
Captain, it's not a good idea to take anything out of these tombs. After all, it doesn't belong to us.
Oh, we'll just borrow it for a little while. Don't worry about it, Orb.
Captain,
That's an order. Kidogo, beam up the treasure.
Roger.
Who's Roger?
Oh, look! How pretty!
Croutons. Where's the rest of it?
well, Captain, a lot of the tombs have been looted by humanoids.
Why would those humanoids take something that didn't belong to them? Don't they know any better? Didn't their nurturing authority figures teach them that it is wrong? Have they no shame?
But, Captain, didn't we just take something that didn't belong to us?
Yeah, but that was different.
Oh?
Humanoids have been both fascinated and frightened by mummies in their tombs for centuries.
They have?
Yes, look.
Pity those who dare steal from King Tut's tomb. Beware of the curse of the mummy!
A curse! I'm scared.
You're scared of a curse?
Yeah.
That's what I like about you, little fella. You always take everything to heart. Look, don't you worry your teeny little fetzels over some silly curse.
Oh, we stole the treasure.
Borrowed, Squeege. We borrowed the treasure.
What's the matter, Captain?
Nothing. I was just thinking maybe it would be time to put the treasure back.
Why is that, Captain?
Well, for one thing, my finger is stuck in my gill and I can't get it out.
You don't think it's the curse of the mummy, do you?
Oh, of course not, Squeege. No. It's, what makes you think I believe in a curse thing like that?
Well, then the fact that you wanted to beam the treasure back.
Yeah, you got a good point there. Kidogo?
Beam it back, Captain.
Well, what are you waiting for?
It's not working, Captain.
What do you mean it's not working? Make it work!
Yeah. I can't, Captain.
Holy moons of Midbar! It is cursed! Cursed!
Yeah.
Oh, come on. There's no such thing as a mummy's curse.
Yeah, you try telling that to my finger that is still stuck in my gill! I don't like this. Squeege, pull my finger. Ow. Ow! Oh! Pull my finger out! Oh, thanks. Thanks. Now, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Go! So, Orb, how do we get rid of this mummy's curse?
Captain, read my lights. There is no mummy's curse. Ancient Egyptians mummified bodies because they wanted to preserve them for the afterlife.
Afterlife?
Yes, afterlife. The Egyptians believed that people's spirits lived forever, but became separated from their bodies when they died. Later, they would need to recognize their bodies, so the Egyptians wrapped them up to stop them from decaying. They did such a good job that even after 3,000 years, they still look a lot like they did way back then.
Maybe a little drier.
Yeah, really tight.
Some mummies even have fancy braided hairdos.
But I still don't really know what a mummy is.
Well, basically, an Egyptian mummy is what's left of a humanoid when you take the water out.
But why do they look like that?
When the water's taken out, the body doesn't rot. What's left is mostly skin and bones. It's kind of like when humans dry out grapes to turn them into raisins.
Well, how did they get the water out?
Are you sure you want to know?
Yes, I do, Orb.
Well, mummies have been studied by humanoids for a long time, but nobody knows exactly how it was done. So these Earth scientists tried to make their own mummy to find out.
How'd they know what to do?
Well, they looked at paintings that the ancient Egyptians left behind.
Oh, they tell stories, just like a comic book.
Right, Squeege. Here are the embalmers. Those are the people who make mummies. They're taking out the internal organs.
You mean they took out their guts?
Yes, all the wet stuff so it wouldn't rot and turn to mush. They took out the spleen and the liver and the stomach.
I don't feel so good.
Sometimes they put the removed parts into special containers called canopic jars, but they didn't take out the heart. They believed that's where your thoughts came from, and you'd need your heart after you died. They did take out the brain, though, bit by bit, through the nose with a special hook-like tool.
Anybody want to have lunch?
Next, the body was covered with natron,
What's that?
a salty powder that dries out the body and keeps it from smelling bad. It took over a month to dry out, but once it did, a full-grown adult shrunk to about a fifth of its weight, about the same as a dog called a cocker spaniel.
Well, I guess that's one way to lose weight.
Embalmers rubbed oils on the dried-out body to protect and preserve it. Then they wrapped it in lots of linen cloth. Some of the cloths had magical spells written on them. They also might place magic objects called amulets in the wrapping. Then they sealed the bandages with resin.
Look, it's a mummy.
Right. Then the finished mummy would go into a fancy coffin that had a picture of the person and magic spells painted on it. Finally, it was put in a tomb. But it wasn't just people that got to be mummies. Sometimes pets and other animals were also made into mummies.
Mummified pets? Ugh.
Yes, like cats.
Cats?
Yes, the ancient Egyptians loved cats. They even had a goddess that had the head of a cat and the body of a woman.
Would that be a cat woman?
The ancient Egyptians were the first ones to take in wild cats as pets. Egyptian farmers gave the cats food and shelter because the cats killed rats and mice that would ruin their stored-up grain.
Wow! You know, Captain, I think we could use some of those cats on the ship to get rid of the mungly rats.
Yeah, Squeege, sure.
Get up, get up.
When a pet cat died, the whole family was very upset. They may have even mummified it to take it into the afterlife.
You mean they took stuff to the afterlife?
Yes, Squeege. Many mummies were buried with tools and other things to use in the afterlife, but the pharaohs were buried with the very finest objects.
So it's a quality of afterlife issue.
You could say that, Captain. One pharaoh even had a boat buried for him.
A boat?
Yes, it was packed in more than 1,200 pieces.
1,200 pieces. I hope they included instructions with that.
Well, no. After it was found, it took 13 Earth years for the humanoids to put it together. When it was done, it was as long as a jet airplane.
Uh-oh. These Egyptians were more powerful than I thought. We've got to find a way to get rid of this treasure. Now, get us out of here.
All right, Captain, but where?
Anywhere there's a mummy that will take this treasure back.
Okay.
Orb, so where can we find some mummies with a no questions asked return policy?
Well, Captain, mummies are found all over the world. Like in Denmark, there's a bog man.
Great. We'll give the treasure to him.
I don't think so, Captain. He became a mummy accidentally because chemicals in the bog where he ended up kept his body from decomposing.
Great, an accidental mummy, just what I need. He probably won't take it back either. Who else?
Well, there is an Inca girl.
Where is she?
They found her on top of a mountain in Peru.
Where's that?
In South America, Squeege.
Well, let's go. Full power, Squeege.
Aye, Captain.
Approaching Peru.
Hey, what's all that smoke?
That's from a volcano, Squeege. Archaeologists found this Inca girl's tomb when a nearby volcano erupted and melted the ice. Her face was then exposed to the sun and dried out, but the rest of her body stayed frozen solid, just like it had been for 500 years.
So mummies aren't only found in hot, dry places, they're found in cold places, too.
That's right, Squeege. There's another cold mummy in Siberia.
That sounds promising. Squeege?
Which way?
That way.
No, Squeege, the other that way.
Sorry, Captain.
We're coming over Siberia, Captain.
Oh, look at that.
What is it?
It's a burial site, Squeege. It's over 2,000 years old. These archaeologists are digging up this frozen tomb.
Now that is one cold mummy.
This woman was a very important person to her tribe. See that gold? It's what's left of her headdress. Her tomb also contained beautiful carvings and even 6 horses. That was a sign of great wealth.
Look, she has a tattoo.
Yes, Squeege. Archaeologists think she may have been a healer or even a sorceress.
A sorceress? That sounds kind of spooky.
Huh? Who turned out the lights? Okay, calm down. Is everybody okay? Squeege?
Okay, Captain.
Kidogo?
Nothing serious, sir. I'll check the breakers.
Orb?
All circuits functioning normally, sir.
Good. You, are you okay? Did you see what I just saw?
Yeah, I did.
Get us out of here, Squeege! Come on, go! 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 You know, Orb, I am at a loss here.
Gee, what a surprise.
What should we do? How do we get rid of this curse?
Captain, there is no curse.
Then what was all that little excitement about back there? What about my finger getting stuck in my gill? How about all of that, huh?
It was just your imagination working overtime, Captain.
Orb, just tell me how to get rid of the curse.
Yeah.
Well, why not take the treasure back to where you got it in the first place?
But they wouldn't take it back.
That was simply a malfunction in your transporter beam.
Now, just a cotton picking Finkel, I beg to differ. It was the mummy's curse. The mummy's curse. It was the mummy's curse, I tell ya.
Oh, come on, Captain, get a grip. You know there's no such thing as a mummy's curse. Why don't we go...
Set a course for...
It's already done, sir.
Thank you. All right, now I want you to set it down nice and gentle.
Yeah.
Please, nice and gentle.
All right. Gently.
Well,
Well, what?
where's the crash?
Well, you said to set her down nice and gentle.
Yeah, I know, but I always say that and you never do it. What's different now than before?
Well, the only thing I can think of is...
The mummy's curse! Croutons, this is just getting completely out of Fessel. That curse is dimming the brightness of all of our lives once again, and it is my fault! I gotta rectify this situation. Kidogo, I'm beaming down.
Do you think that's a good idea, Captain? It's awfully hot out there.
I'll be all right. Don't you worry about me. It's just something I have to do.
Oh, and Captain, why don't you take this little treasure with you?
Yeah, I'll take the nice little treasure with me. I'll meet you back at the Great Pyramids of Giza.
Okay.
Provided I survive, of course.
Well, you drink plenty of fluids. The treasure's gone. The curse is gone. The captain's gone.
Great, let's party!
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Captain's log. It's really hot and dry here. Very thirsty. Need liquid. Need drink. No. If only I had some. Bubba Zippo. Bubba Zippo.
Bubba Zippo.
Yes!
Bubba Zippo. It's so darn good.
Bubba Zippo!
Bubba Zippo. Bubba Zippo. Captain's log. Things are much better now. Found some native clothes and got this transportation. There's just one problem, though.
Where are the brakes on this thing? Whoa! Oh! Must contact ship. Ray on to spaceship.
Rayon to spaceship. Rayon to spaceship.
Hello? Oh, yes. Oh, the music down. It's Captain. Hi, Captain. How are you doing?
Squeege, listen, I just discovered an Earth creature called a camel. It is really amazing, too.
Wow, Captain, that's really interesting. You just found a camel.
Yeah, once you get the hang of riding them, you realize they're well suited for the desert. They have muscles in their nostrils, so they can shut them to keep out blowing sand. They even have long eyelashes to keep sand out of their eyes.
Well, they're sort of cute.
Not only that, they can go for weeks without drinking water. But when they find it, they can chug about a bathtub's worth in 10 minutes.
Hey, what's that hump thing called?
Well, actually, Squeege, the hump thing is called the hump.
Is there water slashing around in that hump thing?
No, it's fat. And that serves as a source of energy when the camel has no food.
Oh, it's like our ship's reserve batteries for emergencies.
Exactly. People on this part of the planet have a sport where they race their camels. I guess it's quite an event. They really get into it. Ah!
Oh, it looks like he's in trouble. Oh, we better save the captain. Oh, bye-bye. Or we better hurry. Beam him up! Beam him up!
Transporter malfunction. Oh, computers are now working.
Good. Let's go meet the captain back in Egypt. Ah, the Great Pyramids of Giza. Hey, Orb, what's that big stone thing?
The Sphinx.
The Sphinx?
No, not the Sphinx, the Sphinx. The Sphinx is a statue of an imaginary creature that is half humanoid and half lion. It symbolized strength and served as a guardian of the sacred tombs.
Oh, look! The captain's going over to talk to it.
Oh, monstrous beast made of stone! How do I get rid of the mummy's curse?
Squeege, activate the voice transcoder so I can communicate with the captain.
Okay.
Captain Rip Rayon.
What? Did you just talk to me, oh great beast?
Yes, Captain Rip Rayon. You have journeyed all this way to learn the secret of the mummy's curse. There is one thing you must know.
Well, what is it for Splittle's sake?
There's no such thing as a mummy's curse.
Oh, yes, oh great wise Sphinx with the broken nose. No curse. No curse.
That's right. No curse.
No curse?
I said no curse.
There's no curse? Everything's okay! Beam me up, Kidogo! Hey, guys. You won't believe what I just found out. There is no curse.
There isn't?
Nope.
Well, what about all those strange coincidences?
Well, that's all they were, Squeege. Just strange coincidences. Right, Orb?
He's right, Squeege. It's just a story. Archaeologists went into the tombs and found these wrapped up, dried out pharaohs. You know, mummies. And they also found the incredible treasure that these Egyptian kings were going to need in the afterlife. When one of the explorers got sick and died soon after going into a tomb, other humanoids made up the silly story of the mummy's curse. It became so popular that they even made movies about it.
Crazy humanoids.
So you see, there is no mummy's curse.
But we don't have a moment to lose. Beam that treasure back to where it belongs, Kidogo.
Okay, if you say so.
I say so.
Yippee! Got it out of here.
Even Admiral Lump would have to be happy about that. Wow! Admiral Lump, a surprise as usual.
You better have a report ready for me.
It's all set to go, your green-hued blubbernass. We were just getting ready to transmit it to you. I think you'll be very pleased.
I better be.
Oh, you will be, sir. Hit it, Orb.
A-okay, Captain.
Ancient bodies from long ago, shriveled like raisins, skin so tight. I'll take my mummy wrapped to go and make it last for many nights. The pharaohs lived along the Nile and packed their things for a little trip, waiting for eternity all dressed up while they hang out in their crypts. fully mummified. The local embalmer will be your guide. They'll make a cut and look inside. Gut you, clean you, and let you dry. They'll take your brain out through your nose and give you a whole new set of clothes. Liver and organs in a jar. That way you won't decompose.
Wrapped up like a mummy.
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 Right on! I can't dance to that!
Yeah, he can't dance to anything. Nothing, your grand mushiness.
Get back to work! Look out!
Well, everybody, I'm glad we cleared up the mystery of the mummy's curse.
Captain, my senses are picking up an unusual object. It seems strangely familiar.
Really? Beam it up.
You know, guys, I figured out why these strange things have been happening on the ship lately. It's time for a 10,000 parsec tune-up.
That's right. But where can we land?
How about Easter Island in the South Pacific?
Okay. Squeege, set a course.
Alrighty, Captain.
Approaching Easter Island, Captain.
Okay, Squeege, take her down.
Where should I land, Captain?
Someplace soft.
Soft.
Nice, soft landing.
Soft.
I said soft, Squeege, soft.
That was soft. Oh, Captain, I'm getting the strangest feeling.
Yeah, me too. Like we're being watched. Activate Viewtron.
They're everywhere!
Squeege, get us out of here!
I'm glad you two stay cool under pressure.
Well, that's just what a captain does. I mean, you lead by example.
But did you see those things? They were so big and just...
They kind of look like our arch rivals, the Argoonians.
Croutons, you're right. You don't think Argoonians beat us to this planet, do you? Because if they did, Admiral Lump is going to have a...
Rayon!
Admiral Lump, what an honor to see you again, your glorious importantness.
What's all this talk about the Argoonians? They're our arch enemies! Always getting to new planets before us and then messing them up! Yeah.
Well, we just saw something that sort of looked like them, but it probably wasn't them.
Keep an eye out for them!
Boy, we can't really do that.
It hurts.
No, I mean, keep looking for them!
Oh, sure. Yeah, gotcha. Mm-hmm. You bet.
Lump out!
Yeah, out to lunch.
What?
I said out to lunch. That's a humanoid compliment.
You're out to dinner, you're out to breakfast.
Don't lay it on too thick.
Lump out!
Well, let's just hope for our sake the Argoonians haven't been here. We've got to make sure they are nowhere to be found. Orb, what can you tell us about this Easter Island?
Accessing Easter Island, or as the islanders call it, Rapa Nui.
Rapa Nui?
Yes, Squeege. Rapa Nui is one of the most remote islands on the entire planet. Located way out in the Pacific Ocean, it was made by 3 volcanoes, a lot like the Hawaiian Islands were formed. It was named Easter Island because some explorers from another part of the planet came across it on a holiday they call Easter.
Did they bring those gigantic heads with them?
No, they were already there. And when the explorers saw them, they started asking the same questions we are now, like who made them?
Yes. Good question. Just what are these strange-looking stone statues? Where did they come from? Why do they look like Argoonians? Why am I wearing this jacket? These are just a few of what are called unsolved earthly mysteries.
Yes, the statues on Easter Island have puzzled humanoids for centuries. It's a big mystery. There are about 1,000 statues spread out all over the island. They're called moai, and for many of the heads you see, there's an entire upper body underground. Some of the statues are as tall as a 3-story building.
Are they heavy?
Really heavy. One statue can weigh more than 9 elephants.
That is heavy. How'd they get them here?
After studying what they're made of, scientists figured out that they came right from this island.
Well, I'll be,
A sprinkle snooter?
no.
A glue blomper?
No.
A Floyd Hoiler?
Drop it, would you?
Okay.
More than 1,000 years ago, the first statues were cut out of the rock from one of the island's volcanic mountains. The islanders carved them right in the side of the mountain with stone picks, and it probably took them about a year to finish a single statue. When they did finish, they slipped them down the grassy side of the mountain, and when they got to the bottom, they moved them to other parts of the island, sometimes over really long distances.
How'd they do that?
That's one of the mysteries. Some people from Rapa Nui, like this islander, tell a legend of how the statues magically rose up and walked from the mountain to other locations on the island.
Magically rose up?
Well, there is a reason they may have thought that. Some people think that the islanders may have moved these massive creations around by standing them on their feet and rocking them back and forth like a human might move an Earth refrigerator.
I get it. So from a distance, it would look like the statue was walking.
Right, but the most popular theory is that they might have moved them by dragging them on large wooden sleds.
Either way, it sounds like it was a hector of a lot of work. But Orb, why do they look like that?
No one knows for sure, but they may represent ancestors of the islanders.
Yeah, come to think of it, the Argoonians are a lot scarier looking.
Okay, so it wasn't the Argoonians.
So the evidence indicates that those humans carved and moved these giant statues. But no one quite knows how?
That's right. No one really knows how the statues were made or moved. That's just one of this planet's mysteries that defies simple explanations.
So maybe the Argoonians have been here. We better continue our investigation. Step on it, Squeege. Actually, I meant to put it in gear to accelerate the ship.
Oh,
Approaching South America and the country of Peru.
Captain, I think I just found an Argoonian landing strip.
oh, look, perfect for those Argoonian cruisers.
So the Argoonians did get here before us.
Captain, they weren't made by the Argoonians. These are the markings left by the long-lost Nazca people.
Oh.
The Nazca people lived here about 2,000 Earth years ago.
But Orb, the Argoonians had to have made these landing strips. They're so big and the lines are so straight.
You're right. Some are more than 3 soccer fields long. But if you look closer, you'll see they aren't Argoonian.
Maybe you're right. That one looks like a spider.
Yeah, it looks like a spider.
Look.
Oh, it's a bird.
Yeah, sure does look like one. And that one looks like a monkey.
Monkey.
But Orb, why would they draw animals?
Some scientists think it was to get the attention of their gods in hope that they would bring rains to this dry desert. But no one knows for sure. That's the...
I know. That's the mystery. I said that's the mystery. That's more like it.
While some scientists believe the lines were an important part of the Nazca people's ritual or worship, others think the lines were a sort of calendar. By using the lines to follow the changing position of the moon, sun, or a certain star, the Nazca might have been able to keep track of what time of year it was. The scientists are still studying all the evidence.
That raises some interesting questions. So what are these Nazca lines? Were they part of some ritual? Or perhaps an act of worship? Could they have been an elaborate calendar? Could they in fact have been Argoonian? Anyone with any information pertaining to these Nazca lines should contact Admiral Lump of the planet Miptor immediately.
Okay, Captain. Anyhow, even though there is no real evidence to support it, some humanoids believe that only highly advanced beings from another planet could have created them.
Highly advanced, huh? Well, that pretty much rules out the Argoonians. So, where else might there be evidence of Argoonians, Orb?
North, Captain, to Central America, and one of the planet's greatest mysteries, the sudden disappearance of the Maya civilization.
I think I smell Argoonians.
Oh, look! There are a bunch of wrecked bungles in the jungle. I mean, jingles in the bingle. Buildings in the jungle.
Wrecked buildings.
Yeah.
And that can mean only one thing. Argoonians. They always leave a bunch of wreckage behind. Looks like there used to be a whole city down there.
There was. It was one of the royal cities of the great Maya civilization that once thrived in these parts.
Okay, Squeege, this looks very interesting. Why don't you set the ship down right there?
All righty.
Careful now. Ease it down.
Sorry, I didn't see the ground.
Well, I have to admit, your landings are really lousy.
Thanks.
Captain, for some place that's supposed to be deserted, I'm sure picking up a lot of life forms on the sensors.
Argoonian?
No, sir, they seem to be animals, non-humanoid in nature.
Really? What kind of animals are out there, Orb?
All kinds of animals live in the rainforest, like colorful birds, frogs, snakes, sloths, and tapirs. Even lizards that run on water. In fact, there are more different kinds of plants and animals in the rainforest than anywhere else on the planet.
Do they live in the deserted city?
Some do, like these bat falcons. See, they nest in the walls of the ruins and catch bats to feed their chicks.
Ooh.
Sharp beak, huh?
Boy, I'll say. Hey, Orb, what kind of a bird's that?
That's a quetzal. The Maya valued its long feathers as much as jade or gold.
I'd take the gold myself.
The rainforest is loaded with snakes, too. Snakes were really important to the Maya. They may have been symbols of rebirth and transformation because they can shed their skins.
Big deal. Squeege can shed his skin, but we don't get excited about that.
Funny, Captain. Here, take a look at this puma. It's one of the jungle's great hunters.
Oh, wow. Animals like the puma look dangerous. Very dangerous.
Yeah.
Squeege, you better go check those out.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
There comes a time in every Mid-Torian's life when he has to confront his fears.
I have faced my fears and I'm scared.
Go.
Go, kid.
Go. Kidogo, make a note. We need to oil the door there.
Yes, sir.
Orb, what the hector is all that racket?
They're howler monkeys. They're the noisiest monkeys in the world.
Oh, come on. That's enough. That's it. Orb, something with less volume, please.
Okay, Captain. Here's a monkey that's a bit quieter, the spider monkey. In Maya stories, monkeys were the characters who played a lot of tricks. People born on the day of the monkey were thought to be lucky and happy.
Lucky and happy and squeege. Hand over hand. There you go. Very nice form. Careful, Squeege. Nice move, Squeege.
Oh, look. There's a jaguar over there. The jaguar was really important to the Maya. Maya kings wore jaguar skins as a symbol of power. They even had some jaguar gods.
Kidogo, do you hear a knocking sound? Oh, it's Squeege at the door. Let him in, would you?
Yes, sir.
Did you say Argoonians?
Yeah.
Is this what you saw? was an ancient Maya carving. For over 1,000 years, the Maya had one of the most advanced civilizations on this planet.
What made them so advanced?
The Maya
I
were...
believe I can answer that with the help of the Intelligizer. Alrighty, here we go. Turn it on.
Captain, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm great. I'm so smart now. Listen,
The ancient Maya emerged about 3,000 years ago and mysteriously declined as a major civilization about 1,000 years ago.
the Maya were great artists and stoneworkers.
Ooh, a jaguar bench.
And with their skill in stonework, the Maya were also master architects, building tall temples and enormous plazas. Humanoids today think the big Maya cities might have looked something like this when people lived in them, with plazas big enough to hold thousands of people. And the Maya were excellent astronomers. They were able to keep extremely accurate calendars based on their observations of the stars, the moon, and the sun. And they were able to predict when certain events in the sky, like an eclipse, would take place, even ones really far in the future.
So they were smart.
Oh, yes, they were brilliant. They were like me right now.
Wow, look at those scary pictures. Are those...
No. Those aren't scary at all. That's the Maya form of writing. They're called hieroglyphs. It's taken years for the humanoids to figure out their meaning. But as smart as I am right now, they don't look that hard to read. This one obviously says the king would like to buy an ice cream cone, I think. Or something like that.
Come on, what's wrong with this thing?
battery's
Running out of
low.
juice.
Oh, wait a minute, there it goes again. All right, that's better. Archaeologists have been able to study hieroglyphs that were carved into the stones used to construct buildings. A lot of the records of the Maya are still not understood, but they figured out that some of them tell a bit of the history of the Maya.
Now that's an advanced civilization.
Certainly is.
They were smart, and they also played sports.
This is Monday Night Maya Ball with Rip and Squeege.
And hello, sports fans, and welcome to beautiful downtown Maya Arena today. In this ancient game of the Maya, the ball court represents the boundary between the real world and the supernatural.
That's right, Captain. And the solid rubber ball represents both the sun and the moon.
Yes, that's right, the solid rubber ball. The object of the game seems to have been to keep the ball moving without using one's hands. The players mainly used their hips. The ball game was kind of like soccer. Later, some courts had hoops, which also made it kind of like basketball.
That's right, Captain. The Maya may have believed that if a player played well, it would keep the earthling sun and moon moving, making sure that their crops were okay.
These guys were pretty serious about their playing, too, because sometimes, at the end of the game, they'd get their heads chopped off.
Is that why the Mayans disappeared?
No one knows why such a great civilization suddenly vanished. It's, yeah, one of those. Archaeologists think that in some parts of the Maya Empire, overpopulation and wars caused people to flee the big cities. In other areas, people cut down too many trees. Without tree roots to hold it in place, soil washes away. And without enough good soil, it's hard to grow food. It's called deforestation, and it's still a problem today. But, Captain, there aren't any archaeologists who think the Argoonians had anything to do with the disappearance of the Maya. In fact, the Maya are really still around. These people are the descendants of the ancient Maya, and they still live throughout Central America. They just don't live in the ancient cities anymore.
Captain, I'm picking something up off one of those Earth communication satellites. It's about a place called Stonehenge, but it looks Argoonian, sir.
Really? Let's check it out. Fly, Squeege, fly! No. I mean fly the spaceship. The ship.
Oh, yeah.
It sure is green here in England.
Oh, hey, look at those stone circles.
There are hundreds of these stone circles throughout the British Isles. They're called henges.
Hey, stones, henges, Stonehenge.
Brilliant deduction, Captain.
Thank you, and you might have noticed I wasn't even wearing the Intelligizer.
Stonehenge is the most famous of these stone circles, but no one really knows who built it, how they built it, or what it was used for. It's a mystery.
You and your mysteries, Orb. The Argoonians are clearly behind this.
Where? All I see are humanoids behind it.
Well, then you're not looking very close, are you? We better get to the bottom of this.
Well, Captain, some of the stones weigh as much as 40 tons. That's like 6 buses. And the strange thing is, they were brought here from other places, one of which was really far away. So the first puzzle is...
How did they get them here?
Oh, no problem. They probably just got some big machines. And then they put in the rocks. And then they drove down the road. 10-4, here's that old buddy. And then they got that big shovel thing. And then they dug up some holes. And then they put the big rocks in the holes. And that's how they made Stonehenge.
Nope. They didn't have tools like that thousands of years ago. Guess again.
Come on, if we're gonna solve this, we gotta think like archaeologists. So let's think like an archaeologist.
Now, what was an archaeologist again?
Why is the captain pointing at his head?
Well, that isn't working. All right, we give up, Orb. How did they do it?
Well, one theory suggests that the humans floated the stones on rafts to move them.
Of course, rats. I was just gonna say that.
No, rafts. Then the stones were probably moved along the ground with logs and ropes.
So why are the stones set up in this particular pattern?
Nobody knows exactly, but it might have been a way to track the sun and moon. Humanoids today think Stonehenge might have been used as a massive observatory, calendar, and clock.
And all for one amazing low price.
By watching how the sun lined up with the stones, ancient humanoids could tell when the different seasons were coming and when to plant their crops.
And you're sure that the Argoonians did not build or help build or even...
Visit Stonehenge? Absolutely sure.
Sir, sensors are picking up something very Argoonian in a nearby wheat field.
What is it?
Wheat.
Oh.
Oh, and something else.
Well, let's go check it out.
Hey, look at those circles in those crops.
Aha! The Argoonians!
There's another one over there. Oh, and there's somebody in it.
Finally, we caught them!
Oh,
What the?
well, they're humanoids.
And they're trying to make crop circles.
They think they can trick other humanoids into believing aliens made that thing? They're giving us aliens a bad name, Captain. We could make better crop circles than that.
They are nothing but charlatans, fakes, frauds, pretenders, cheats, posers, hypocrites, and imposters.
Hold on, Captain. Even though practical jokers have confessed to making a few hundred crop circles, there are still hundreds that haven't been explained.
So, how were they made?
That's another you-know-what.
A mystery? You mean no one knows how they got there?
Well, humanoids have come up with a bunch of different ideas about them. Some scientists think that they may be formed when a giant spinning mass of air, sort of like a tornado, becomes electrified and slams into the earth, leaving its imprint. And there are some other people who think they're made by aliens.
But they're too neat and tidy to be Argoonian.
Yeah, they're really big and round. They're kind of like Admiral Lump.
Yeah.
Ah, Admiral Lump. Hi. We've got good news for you, oh great circumferenced one. The Argoonians haven't beat us to Earth.
Are you sure?
Definitely, my cream-filled master. There was absolutely no evidence of any alien or Argoonian visitation at any of the places we visited. As a matter of fact. We discovered that even thousands of years ago, this planet had creative and innovative humanoids who were capable of amazing and sometimes unexplainable feats of invention and construction. They made and moved giant statues, created huge earth drawings, built magnificent cities, and erected massive stone circles. Amazingly, humanoids today don't really know how they did all this. And why they did these amazing things is also a mystery.
But many archaeologists believe they made them to keep track of the seasons and other events that were most important in their lives, and to try to understand their amazing planet. To this day, Earth archaeologists are working around the clock to find the answers to these and other unsolved Earthling mysteries.
Rayon, you mean the Argoonians didn't get to Earth before us?
We can only hope so, our bulging green-hued poobah.
Well, keep looking.
Right away, oh hefty one.
Look out.
All right, everyone. What do you say we go back to Easter Island and hit the beach?
Yeah.
Captain, the sensors indicate we're about to fly over another one of Earth's mysteries. Called the Bermuda Triangle.
Many humanoids think the area is extremely dangerous because of unconfirmed reports of airplanes and boats mysteriously vanishing here.
Oh, that's a bunch of nonsense. We should fly right on into that Bermuda Triangle and check this out.
Squeege, where'd you go?
Wherever you did, Captain.
Don't go away. A look at more of our amazing adventures is coming right up. What you have just seen is only the beginning. Captain Rip Rayon and his fearless crew are still out there. You can join them as they go.
Boldly.
Where no aliens have gone before. Exploring this strange and wonderful world. The world that's right beneath your feet. You'll see mountains erupt in flames.
It's hot! Orange hot! Red hot!
Dive into an ocean full of creatures with no bones and no brains. And others with no bones but lots of teeth. Witness waves so enormous they wipe out anything in their path. Unravel the mysteries of ancient mummies. And meet beings even more bizarre than our alien crew. Things just get stranger by the minute, whether you like it or not.
Excellent!
They came from another world, and they're not leaving until they figure out this amazing planet. Every video is an all-new, all-alien adventure from National Geographic. Because who knows the world better than we do?
Hey kids, check this out. World Magazine brings you adventure, wildlife, science, and more. Join over 1 million kids from around the world and become a junior member of the National Geographic Society. You'll get a World Magazine each month. Plus, you'll receive a junior member kit with a membership card, an iron-on world emblem, and an official National Geographic certificate. 12 exciting issues of World Magazine are just $17.95. Be a junior member, and the world is yours. To order, call 1-800-NGS-LINE.